All right, Ben, your first question is, December is a tough month to pay property taxes. How can you change this?
Probably not a whole lot the tax assessor can do. That's a state law. It's mandated. We can certainly talk to our legislatures and see if maybe they could get a bill or something passed to help us out in that. I'm fully aware that tax bills are mailed the first week in December, and everybody knows it's Christmas, and then they give you till the 1st of February to have your taxes paid without penalty. But other than that, the tax assessor just follows that rule. That's more in the collecting more than the assessor.
Okay, you ready for your next question? How can you bring down our property taxes?
I've always said the tax assessor is a direct reflection of the people of the county. What you buy and what you sell property for determines your value. That's what the tax assessor does, regardless whoever is elected for this job. His job is to have your values at 90% of market value. And Mississippi being a non-disclosure state, meaning you're not required to make what you pay for your property known to us. We go through different avenues to come up with sales, and we base our values on those sales. So right now the values are coming down just because of the stagnant economy. We are not nearly as low as the national level, and that's been one of the biggest questions asked to me is how come the national, the TV, the newspapers, and everything talk about how bad housing is, but fortunately for Warren County, it hasn't been that dramatic. But certainly, if values come down, your assessments will come down. Now, let's get it in your mind that the tax assessor's job is to assess market value. That's where the tax assessor's responsibility to the taxes end. Your assessed value is multiplied times your millage rate. That comes from your supervisors, that comes from your mayor and alderman, and your school board. So once we've set your assessment, and you're happy with your assessment, that's pretty much where we leave off. But as property values go, that's how your tax bill will go.
Okay, and your last question, do you have any idea what true value of property really is?
Yes, true value. If it's an arm's length transaction, I just had this question posed to me earlier today. Granted, what you typically pay for property is true market value. Now, if it's not an arm's length transaction, meaning that you bought it from your brother or your sister, or you just got a good deal, or you threw a boat in or something like that along with the value, I tell people all the time, don't just bring me your closing cost. We want appraisals. And what that means is if it's a house that's been appraised, it'll have 3 comparables comparable to your house. And that, to me, is how you set market value. Some people get good deals, or they may buy something in foreclosure. Does that necessarily mean that's what the property will bring on the open market? No, I don't believe that. But on the flip side, the more values we can get, the better we are at knowing what market value is.
Thank you, Ben.
That's it.
That's it. That's your 3 questions.